everybody crazy?
Interruption.
Wow.
Enter the
This is
tomb.
what he has to deal with.
Pass the spiles.
On our previous adventure, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
You didn't say you were starting again. I was singing the Dexter's Lab
no,
theme song.
20 seconds, 21 seconds, 22. On our previous adventure, Double X is going to be muted from now on. Our heroes stumbled upon the lost soul of a small child.
I don't think you can do that on Skype unless you ignore me.
Who led them through a dark area, crying out, until the boulders came alive with the souls of the lost damned, scaring half of our heroes towards a hut by which a little doll lay still. The doll resembled the girl in a few aspects, and rose into the top of the hut and began to take control of Huckleberry's mind. Huckleberry almost destroyed our group until Dan was able to shake him out of it. And after a short while, they were able to destroy the doll and set fire to the hut, destroying the haunt in this place. They continued deeper into the border wood, the frozen cold biting at them, though besides that was uneventful. They find themselves going into Somir Valley, a place mentioned on a journal that Axel had found earlier, from a trapper.
Trapper keeper. Bless you.
And this is where we'll begin today's adventure.
Sorry, where are we going into?
Somir Valley, near the center of the
Is it
borderwood.
that black dot?
No,
No.
that is the exact
That's
center.
where we're going. That's
Yeah.
exactly where we want to go.
Okay.
That doesn't look like the exact center.
Yeah, the exact center.
Your
But is that-
mom's the exact center.
Is that where we're going?
If
Wait,
we
sorry.
have enough-
Where are we entering now?
If there's enough time, I'm gonna.
You're
prove
entering
it's not the
Somir
exact
Valley, which is around this area, and it's going to loop around to here.
Let's see.
It's around here
Okay.
somewhere, but
center.
not
Alright,
exactly.
So if we were
like
to go
the lake.
completely around, we would notice that it should stay at the 19.5 mark.
for
But
ease
as
of
you can
sake-
see, it starts going into the 16s here. So clearly,
I'm sorry. Do you want less detailed maps?
we love you, Zeno.
So
You
we're
can
gonna say
take your
the same
complaint
thing?
out with Neil Spicer if you really want.
Right.
Spice.
You know, the
That's fair.
author of this module and his
Fuck you,
artist
man.
Craig G. Spearing,
Fuck you. I like
or
your
maybe one of the
campaigns.
cartographers, for which there is more than one.
I just think that he should say it should be somewhere in the center, not the exact center.
Okay, I think the center's about here. Yeah, this seems right.
Okay, let's go over there, guys. Through the portal.
we've been
Right
led,
here.
we've been led upon astray.
And that
I
stray
think
is
it's
cold
that-
and hungry and wants a home.
Dev, make sure to change your name from Dev to Sula.
Also, welcome Devindra, our
Hi, Dev.
Sula tricks for this session.
They can't see you.
Also known as
What-
Arnivit.
Right.
Thank you, Arnivit, for covering for Sibo. I mean Sula. I mean playing Sula.
Evo trick.
Thanks
fine.
for being our Sibo. Who's
Okay.
Sibo?
Yeah. I
That
really
doesn't
think it'd be
sound
funny
like a
if
real name to me.
Steve guest starred as Sula one time. That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, let's get Sibo to guest star as Sula someday.
Someday.
But he has to play Sula completely wrong, as if like he'd never played Sula before.
Just like everyone else.
Which is playing her correctly.
Exactly.
That's why he has to do it.
We changing maps.
I don't know.
You're not changing maps yet, no.
Okay, so we're entering a valley. What do we see in this valley?
Is it magical?
A cold wind blows through the valley, bringing up a spray of sleet and broken ice. The sky ahead rolls with thick gray clouds, and the sun is only a dim glow somewhere in the midst.
So, if I'm looking at this map right, I feel like we're looking down into a valley that has basically nothing in it, and then there's sort of trees on hills to the sides of it.
Yeah.
Does it look anything like the one that we were before?
You're going into the valley. You're by a small cliff face, staying close to that since it's closer to the center. It'll spiral around. There are a few trees on your right, all of which are dead.
Oh.
Axel will continue through the thing, knowing that we don't want to get caught out in a kind of a snowstorm or any kind of terrible thing that could kill people.
Dan sheds a tear for the dead trees, hoping the tear doesn't fall and he'll trip on it.
And then gets his front. Then his tear falls, freezes, and Axel slips on it.
Tears are way too salty, though.
The cold wind bites at you, and I want everyone to roll a fortitude save.
Might not have to.
Jelly doesn't have to because he's winter touch. Axel doesn't have to because he has protection from the elements. And Dan gets a +5.
And Sula has to roll the whole thing.
Sula can make tactical suggestions based on used to live here.
Right. Oh, that makes
Totally
sense.
hide in my hood, right? For a +.
So I get a whole.
But
+10.
I'm gonna want a fortitude save of +6 from Sula because she's riding in Axel's hood, which gives her a +5.
And she already had a +1.
Mm-hmm.
Where's fortitude? Do you mean constitution?
Just give a +6.
No, fortitude is under your AC touch.
Oh,
and
here it is.
flat-footed.
1.
Yeah, but you get a +6 instead of a +1.
Instead of or in addition to?
Instead of.
It's already
You get a 1 + 5.
It's already added.
It seems that most of you have gotten used to this biting cold, and none of you suffer adverse effects today.
Oh, thank God. We're not nipply anymore.
Axel, however, does know from reading the journal that the Wheasle's hideout, its primary home, is somewhere around this valley.
The
Weasel? Can we roll like perception checks to see if we can see it from here?
Yes, and also you can explain to... Cthulhu seems to have forgotten, wink, what Wheasle we're talking about.
That was so subtle!
Sula, do you remember anything about this Wheasle? Yeah. Can Sula roll a wisdom check now?
All her friends can help her out.
Roll a knowledge weasel check.
It's assumed that I've been kind of explaining this to everyone, right?
Nope.
Just tell me now, out of character.
What?
Just tell me now, out of character, what you told to Sula previously.
I don't know, actually.
You don't... So there was a dead guy who looked like he had been mauled and crawled in his own blood.
Oh, it's that dead guy?
Who wrote a journal about a great...
Oh, it came back to me. He was in the last valley that looked just like the other valley that we were in.
Same as one before?
Yeah.
You guys aren't getting new maps.
Oh.
It's okay, we'll fall in love with that map, don't you worry.
We're gonna explore that map like fuck.
Hey, did you check the
I'm
secret
all over
thing
this
under
map.
that thing? Did you check that secret thing under the tree to the left?
I'll just give you the same map and you'll just never make progress. You'll just walk through the same, like, Pandora's Labyrinth.
It'll be like in the Matrix. We'll just keep going through the one train station.
Anyway, so this great white weasel...
so the weasel is some... What is the weasel?
This
Who is the
great
weasel?
hunted beast that everyone thought he was, like, too drunk to know what he was talking about, and he made a detailed journal about, like, where it lives and how he hunted it and how, like, great of a battle they had.
Okay.
It wasn't dead when we found it, or it wasn't dead, was it?
The weasel
Yeah.
was not in evidence.
Oh, I thought there was blood that wasn't his around it. My bad.
It was.
Oh, there was? So we saw that it was wounded, but we didn't see it actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So now we're kind of
use survival checks to figure that out.
And so
You
why-
also see blood around here too now that you're
Oh.
looking.
Oh, that we're leaving? Personally?
You're
That we're
looking.
Oh. I'm like, what?
This is off to a great immersive start.
I was immersed once.
Oh, dude, it's
Those
so
were the
immersed.
days back in Non.
Dude,
Back in
dude,
Namek.
I'm so immersed. Like, the immersion is just so immersing, dude.
Okay, so I want to roll a perception check to see if I see where the blood leaves. Or is that a survival check you said?
Survival for tracking.
Okay, then in that case I'll roll a perception first to see if I can see the house that we're looking for described in the journal. And then afterward I'll roll stealth.
You
Or
mean
survival.
den?
What?
Den or house?
House. Or den?
Approach
What?
this den,
I don't
I
know. I thought we were looking for a cabin for some reason.
No,
Wait,
a
is den
weasel's
heck?
home is called a den.
Okay, my bad. Alright, so I rolled a 19 for the looking for the den. Or does that not count? And I'll roll it.
You will continue to search like this cliff face, to which you suspect the den is carved into.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I
Dude, I'm
guess.
standing right here. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not
I
a
guess
terribly
I
high cliff
will,
face. It's about 10 or 20 feet high. It's blocking a lot of the wind and snow.
Oh, that's useful. So I guess I'll hop out as a fox then and bound around looking for the looking for said den.
All cute like, right?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have a survival?
That's my survival roll.
No. Okay. Well, I have a very basic survival roll.
Survival,
Skill.
stealth, sleight of hand. You can do a perception and like be sniffing around.
All adorable like. Zeno, I rolled the 4.
let's see,
What the
where's-
fuck are you
That's
guys
really
doing?
disrespectful, guys.
I'm rolling. Zeno, I rolled the survival thing. I don't know if it helped.
Okay.
Wow. She gets
So-
snow stuck in her nose.
While Axel's looking, he hears it off to his right.
Ah, so cute. So
Um, it seemed that they were both knocked off the track by her distraction. However,
Damn it, Sula.
she ends up picking up the scent
Just
a
try to
little
help.
bit, and as you go further down, you know that you are getting closer. And now I will change maps
Oh.
all the way to.
Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Do da 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 da. Do da 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 da. Do da da. Do da 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 da. Presenting the Krabby Patty.
Oh, I thought you were gonna keep
A new
going. You
map.
went on for a lot longer than that.
I know.
So. Oh, okay. I see. who
That's not a
you are.
grabbing button.
And Dan is holding his lantern.
Wait, what? Oh, that's Dan so far. Oh, there.
I need
it's-
to heal before this adventure, probably.
You should probably shove your mouth full of those health potions that we have.
How many do I have?
I think you have 3. It was agreed, and Jelly had 2.
Alright. Go, go, go.
You
I'd
no
like, I'd
no.
like to go.
Dan has 2 according to this journal thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Dan. I
You
tried.
heal 7 hit points.
I'd like to heal as well.
Alright, go ahead and drink one.
Would you like to use a lifeline?
You heal 9.
Axel has become
I'm
slightly
so
disgusted again after watching Heichelberry just kind of chug down the potion, all gluttonous like.
I'm at approximately 8 out of 15. I don't know about you guys. Why am I tiny?
Axel just kind of punches
wait, I'm
Dan in the back
Did
of
I
the shoulder.
accidentally make you
Keep
tiny?
walking.
What the heck? No, you've separated me from my lantern.
No.
Stop moving.
Don't move. It's dangerous.
Okay, something's going wrong.
The lantern in regards to where Dan
I'm gonna
is.
die!
I can move them both, except it's like a huge rectangle that I can move.
Don't move, Jelly. Jelly, come back. I mean, Huckleberry. Oh. Stop hiding under Sula.
I have to refresh.
Looks underneath pants.
No, but I'm a fox
What you
right now,
doing?
so that doesn't really make sense.
What, pants?
No, my character's a fox right now.
Well, yeah, but it didn't matter because Huckleberry's a gnome, so she's secretly trying to hide underneath you. But because of her studded leather bikini armor, it does not matter because I can see it glistening.
Ah, in the in the in the lantern light.
Yes. A glorious sight to behold by many others, but is not seen often. So really, one would want to draw a picture of such
Okay,
to keep the
that'll be
memory
fine.
fond.
Oh, my character seems relatively rich compared to you guys.
What are you talking about? She can't even hold her money.
Yeah.
She's got 7 gold and 7 silver. You guys got nothing.
No,
I have way more than that. Dude.
I have 67 gold. We don't put our gold and silver in there because,
Okay.
well, we put it in there so that everyone can see. Specific.
Wow, you guys have a lot more gold than me. I don't know that's that.
I'm so sorry.
I'm trying to find my potions in my character sheet.
So
They're not in
Axel,
your character sheet.
while sitting here, Axel clearly goes on a mental monologue where he thinks to his past and what a wonderful life he must have had, filled with warmth and not snow.
Dan
You guys can start
completely-
moving now, by the way.
And
Dan completely
Oh, okay.
oblivious to the fact that Axel's monologuing treks ahead, and he also takes his lantern with him.
no, it's like an aside. So the audience, Sula. Okay.
I want to get the lantern on top. This is weird. Why is it taking up its own space?
Just don't worry about it. No. Just move slowly so Zeno can go with you.
I'm just moving him. Oops.
No, he's moving the lantern. I gave him control
Okay.
of... Hold on a sec. A tree...
Really triple
So please, you got a nose.
Oh, you can't see me turning it, can you?
Rudolph.
No!
There's a tree here that's fallen from above on this ledge here. That you guys can see? Ledge.
Axel will just
Hashtag
kind of
ledge.
stare at it. And then kick it. Wait, no, that's Mai. Or May.
I'm gonna climb up it. Climb up onto the edge.
We haven't rolled initiative yet, right? So I can do whatever I want.
Now you should roll initiative.
Dang it.
God dang.
Oopsie. Move that to the map.
Apple. What's in this?
Sin City, bitch.
There you go.
3!
Why is that special?
Oh my god, that's huge.
And it's
wait,
coming out of the wall
Oh.
here.
Oh my god, it's adorable.
Is that the Wheasle?
horrible.
Ah! Oh. Just tapped in, sorry.
Okay.
It's like in the middle of 3 spaces.
Yeah.
So what exactly is it? Is it like literally a Wheasle but massive?
How many spells have I used today?
Yes.
Have we slept?
It's literally a massive
I
Wheasle.
don't
Okay.
think you've taken a
Literally
break
massive
last
Weasel.
time, so I don't think you have any spells.
Do I still have rage? Am I still raging?
You're not still raging. You guys opted not to rest. And am I giving this to the... I am giving that to the lantern.
Whose
Move,
decision
keep it out
was
of my
that?
way.
Yeah, really? Whose decision was that?
Well, I gave you guys ample time.
That doesn't mean we opted out.
Well,
We're brave
you guys
warriors.
weren't doing anything. You hadn't even taken the potions at all.
What? No, we did today.
Well, until you guys got here.
Well, yeah. Because, you know,
Oh, well,
sometimes...
because we couldn't see ourselves. Oh.
Just 'cause you can't
Sometimes
see you doesn't mean you can't take actions.
Well, time out now. If I can't see me, then they can't see me. Which means I'm stealth.
No, you got that wrong. If you can't see them, they can't see you.
No, I'm not putting... I can never see my opponent.
Not
The
on
hood's
the,
open.
it's not on the ledge. It's coming out of a burrow
Yeah,
halfway in the wall
under.
down here. And
I'm
Axel
safe.
is up first.
Oh, okay. Axel will prime
Massive
his hand.
Wheasle moves smoothly across the ground, almost slithering like a snake, before pouncing with teeth bared.
You reading
Oh,
the
I didn't do
description
such
of the
a thing.
weasel?
It seems hurt and has a few arrows in it, snapped off.
Alright. Axel will prime his hands, and try and talk to the Wheasle. In a
Flame on!
pretty much in a kind of questioning kind of thing. Like he tries to talk to it because maybe he feels like, even despite the fact that it like killed a person, he thinks that because it's wounded, it might be like a lion and the mouse kind of story, and he might be able to like help it, and it might help him. So.
And what do you say to the Wheasle?
Also,
I
complex
say-
emotion is related there.
Axel says something along the lines of, "We don't have to fight. Let us help you." Maybe.
Dan looks over at
Okay,
Axel.
so
Found
it's
respect.
currently aggressive. Roll a diplomacy check to change its attitude towards you.
Okay. How to diplomacy? Diplomacy. I have one.
Well, that would
Language in
explain
my
why we don't have to fight.
It's probably.
We don't have to.
I should have rolled my diplomacy before turning on my hands. Oh, that's not so bad.
However, the animal bares its bloody teeth and hisses at you.
Something tells me I should have gotten a 20.
It can't understand you, most likely.
Something tells me Axel needs to learn to speak Wheasle.
Sula is up.
So if I move diagonally, that's 2, right? Like,
The first
you can only
one is
move-
1, the second one is 2. Every other
What?
one is 1. It's like 1.5. Think of it as 1.5.
But the half doesn't
Oh.
count until you move the second time.
Okay, I see. So I'm gonna go up this thing here.
Okay, so that...
1,
hold on.
2, 3,
So
4,
it's 1,
5.
2... Hold on, the tree is also difficult terrain
Oh,
to
okay.
climb up it, so it's
Which
1,
tree?
2...
So I am a
3,
fox,
4.
which is pretty light.
Yeah,
and
so
small.
that's where you would end, right there.
You
Okay.
have to make sure to transform back into
Watch him just be like, screw that, run
Oh,
into
no.
the tree and kill you.
I'm gonna stay as a fox right now.
Okay.
That's all.
Well,
I'm
if
just
you're
a
a
cute
fox,
little
you have an
fox.
extra 10 movement speed, so you can move off the branch and a little
Oh,
further.
okay.
He's playing exactly like Sula. Just get out of dodge as soon as something happens.
Perfect.
just hide.
And
Just
under
hide
the
Oh wait,
branch,
no, I
which
can
is-
move here. Wait, no, I couldn't. I can move here. Okay.
And Dan is up.
Can I roll a knowledge check as a free action, like a knowledge arcana check or history check or whatever, to see if I know what this thing is?
Yeah. Which knowledge would you like to roll?
I can't roll them at the same time now.
No, you get 1 knowledge check.
All right, I'll do arcana then.
Okay.
Should have done the Wheasle check.
I don't have knowledge weasel. Dang.
Knowledge Wheasle.
that hole in our skill set.
Yeah.
Total. Trying to find it. There we go.
Wheasle stomping day.
Knowledge weasel isn't a skill I use too often. I had to look it up. Ooh, nice.
Oh, it's on the screen.
Sorry, that was.
What the heck is
You almost
that?
had
Sorry, I thought it just leaves slowly.
Oh, sorry.
Later, guys. Sorry
So-
about that.
Um,
I was supposed to meet a 6 here.
I was trying to figure out how like what you could do with the dice. You can like drag the person's roll. I was trying to figure out what you could do with it.
Okay, so do I know anything?
You're... Nivid?
That wasn't me.
Oh, I see. You're rolling the. Huh, that's cool.
I'll wait.
He's waiting.
Second, the last one was me.
Get the 18 out.
Okay.
Dan's armband glows and his spellbook appears as if searching his arcane knowledge for a magic source for this weasel. But it might be the enlarge person spell or enlarge companion, but he doesn't feel any magic coming off of this huge beast.
That was a free action, right?
That was a swift.
Cool. I don't know what
So
that
you
means.
still have a move and a standard.
All right, cool. So I believe for my spells today, I'm not sure exactly what I have left for today. Don't really know at all, actually.
I don't think you have anything left today.
Are you sure? Because I feel like
Well,
I might.
I think we ran into this problem last time where you totally would have like
I feel
burnt
like
the
I
dog,
feel like
but
I'm-
you didn't.
No. Well, it's because I have to prepare my spells. So I prepared one obscuring mist, and I prepared one one spark and one flare, and I already used the flare, the
Yeah.
skeleton earlier. Actually, mage hand and spark is already prepared. I have 3. I believe burning.
So all you have
Burning.
left is Obscuring Mist.
No, listen. I have obscuring mist, and I have, I believe, mage hand.
So the only useful thing you have is Obscuring Mist.
Sure.
You could break off a small branch from above it. That's a mage hand. Up to 5 pounds.
And bop it on his head? Would that do damage?
No.
Magic weapon out. I don't think. Wait, no.
It would just
Here's
get
the
it really
thing.
mad at that tree.
Here's I have 3 and 2. I don't know what the third one I prepared is here.
You have 6 seconds.
For cantrip. Oh, get out of here. I'm gonna. Well, if Jelly's gonna go. Hopefully Jelly will come get my back, but I'm gonna take out my sword and be like, in the name of honorness, I'm gonna kill you.
That sounded so inspiring. Axel gets a +1 for his inspiring words.
Way to work as a
No.
team there, guys.
Dan, no.
That 5-foot step is a swift action.
What? Well, can it be my standard action then?
Yeah.
Okay, well then what's my... I have a move action and a standard action, right?
You already
Yeah.
used your move action taking out your sword.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every single session is like that.
Unless you have your sword out first. Which is no
I
fun.
always have my axe out. I never put it away.
Yeah,
Jelly-
that's the way I
Jelly
think.
grinds on his axe.
That's
It's
the
how
way
he
I think.
keeps it so sharp. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't have control of the lantern anymore, no!
You lost it. I gave you a
Whenever-
responsibility and you took advantage of
Whenever
it.
I move Dan, it gets separated from him.
Aw, that's so sad.
And it is Jelly's turn.
Julius Prime.
I'm losing it today.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Understand.
get down there. So I'm gonna move.
Oh, okay, I get it. We're just up and leaving.
1,
Double.
2, 3. Can I just like move this way? Do I have to go down?
It's kind of a
You
jump
can
off
jump.
of the branch.
It's a little bit of a jump, but it's fine of a jump. Go ahead and... No, I won't make you roll anything from that height.
And she trips and falls into the snow.
I'm going to want to end up to where I can charge. So I kind of want a reasonable distance.
So you would have to go to the bottom of the tree. That's a charge. No, that's not a charging distance.
Zeno, I have a question.
That's fine. But you were right...
Yeah.
Hold on, you were right here first.
Yeah,
One,
I think I'm gonna.
2, 3... Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would be here.
I'm gonna use 2 move actions. So.
Okay. So you can
Fancy.
move there or any of these spaces.
Oh, didn't realize you could do that. I could have just kept move. I could have moved further.
Pretty much. So
Plus you
it
had
would
so much
be.
movement speed.
Is here like a good spot for charging? or
Yeah,
something?
you can charge from either of those 2 spots.
Okay, I'll just stand here and laugh at Dan.
And
Oh, he's not here.
as
So
the laughter of the
Huckleberry kind of
small
like-
gnome comes from behind him,
not totally sane.
Wheasle lunges out and takes a bite out of you with sharp teeth.
I ate a tree's saplings and then it started attacking us.
It was not a good idea.
but the large, swift movements of the weasel is dodged by Dan, whose teeth don't even scrape off of his armor.
Dan's teeth don't scrape off the weasel.
Thank you.
It retreats a little further back into its den. Sula can't see it, Axel can barely see it.
Oh, I get it. I understand now. That's a hole. Okay.
Yes,
sorry.
it's a hole.
I was gonna
I
ask you
had
before,
really no
is
way
the
of
top of ledge-
representing it better. And it's Axel's turn again. It has cover from where you are.
Right, Axel will move. Yeah.
Can I ask a question? Can you speak on other people's turns?
Yes, speaking is a free action.
And can
I'm
I
a
see
fox,
it there or
though.
stand up scaring it, or do we
Yeah,
not?
he doesn't have the ability to speak while wild shaped. What, Axel?
Lantern, go! Oh, lantern! Oh, no, I can't control the lantern at all anymore!
Is Axel able to see it clearly now?
Yes, you can see it clearly. It's a little shady. It's a little obscured, but
Okay, so Axel will then fire Soul Bolt.
all right.
Bam! Oh.
Ooh! Go ahead and roll your damage again.
Alright, Soul Bolt again.
And it
Boo.
dies. Oh.
Oh, not a confirmed critical.
Does that mean it doesn't happen?
No, you still get your first damage. You just don't get the extra damage.
That's what I meant. Aw, man. Whatever.
The glowing blue bolt passes right by Dan and illuminates the entire cavern as it slices into the weasel.
Is there any chance that Axel, while that was happening, could roll a perception check to see if there was anything in there? Because I still have that move. I used a movement action and a standard action, right?
Yeah.
Or does...
And we agreed
so
that perception was swift, right?
Is it? I think we did. I want to say that we did agree to it so that this will work for me.
Couldn't we just ask if when the cave was illuminated we saw anything?
You can go ahead and roll one.
Yay! Yay!
In the small flash of light, you can't discern anything.
Ooh.
It just looks like a hollowed up den. It looks like it might go a little bit further than what you can see.
Axel makes a mental note that after they completely rape this beast, he wants to, yeah, and make sure that, Huckleberry doesn't eat it.
Sula is a bit full of herself, but not, it depends on what day it is, really. But...
It's her time of the month every day.
Oh, God.
And it is
We've been in a circle.
Sula's turn. She's lighthearted, happy, generally likes people, but she's more in the mindset that they're working for her, even if she doesn't enforce that.
Okay. So can I transform and then move?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll transform back into a human.
Okay.
And then I will
Well,
walk
kids
over
in it,
here.
right?
And as I, whatever.
It's underground.
Yeah, I know. And
Okay.
as I'm walking, I'm gonna be like, "You fools, draw it out! Not chase after it into the den."
Sula speaks out to her minions below.
That's an interesting
caught it.
Sula.
Axel is taken aback a bit by his once furry companion. He just kind of like mutters to himself, "You fools."
Dan stands up like, huh? As the beast continues to get away.
Mr. Packmule, move further back! I can't shoot him from up here!
Sounds a bit better.
Dan goes further into the cave. It is...
I can't, the lantern!
It
my
is-
lantern!
It is Dan's turn.
Dan takes 1 step forward and 2 steps back.
You know what? And that's something, so...
Well, that's more of an expression to note poor progress in a...
Okay.
But,
That's a bit...
What would Dan like to do?
Dan would like to do Macarena at this point.
We can't let this dude go on. He clearly seems to be...
So,
He clearly seems to be magicked up, although he doesn't have any magic powers himself. Da-da-da!
what?
What's happening? How far can I go?
With his
Man.
lantern in his right hand, or in his left hand, his sword in his right, he swings at the beast.
Oh shoot, dang. I didn't know I did that.
It's pretty manly.
Or he walks up to the weasel and stares at it menacingly.
The weasel is taken aback.
I challenge him. Da-da-da-da.
The weasel produces 2 pistols, allowing you to choose your weapon first.
Dan gets an attack of opportunity.
Cool, nice. Shoot. What do I roll? Longsword?
What do you want to attack with?
A longsword, I guess.
With obscuring mist on it?
I'm pretty sure I have magic weapon prepped.
That's a pretty nice roll.
The
to
weasel
the
snakes out of the way, but Dan is still able to cut into its thick fur, adding another gash to the weasel's already several wounds.
Moves.
And
It's got
it
six
is
moves.
Huckleberry's turn.
Weasel
Okay.
breakdancing.
Huckleberry looks at the Weasel.
If you charge,
charges.
if you're charged from here,
Yeah.
you'll end up in Dan's square. So you got to move first.
Okay, so where do I gotta move?
South
Probably
of
the
Axel.
opposite side.
Wait 1 second, I tapped
Oh,
out. Did
yeah.
I hit it?
Yeah, you did. Good job.
So
Oh, good job, Pete.
Huckleberry charges and does a battle cry.
Is she raging?
Yeah, runs, charges, chops off some of the Weasel's fur and shoves it in her mouth and eats it.
That's not very helpful.
We'll swing. We'll see if it happens.
You seem to...
She misses and accidentally cut off the weasel head. Oops.
Oh, dang.
That's Heckleberry. Or Hickleberry today, I guess.
That's pretty good.
That was very good indeed.
She charges, jumping in, not even jumping into the air, grabbing a bunch of the fur from its underside, cutting it with the axe to get a chunk of the weasel, and puts the bloody slavering piece in her mouth.
Ugh.
Got a bit more than you bargained for then, eh?
It's hard to tell who's covered in more blood, Huckleberry or the weasel.
Well, proportional to the size of the person, probably.
Axel at one point was thinking of making it, giving it a non-lethal blow, but now sees that it would just suffer at this point.
The weasel, in
What?
return,
The weasel
takes
or
a bite.
Heckleberry?
Takes a bite out of Sula, almost wrapping around her, or not Sula, Huckleberry,
Goes through
almost
the...
wrapping around her like a snake and taking a giant bite out of her shoulder for 5 damage. And it doesn't seem to want to let go.
Uh-oh.
Well, it takes some minuses because it's holding on to her, right?
Right, but it's currently grappling her, and she bleeds for another 3 damage.
Dan, bop it in the nose.
You should click on her.
Stop it.
Click on Dilly's
Missed it.
character and like add that net icon.
Alright, could totally do that. Let's see, grappled.
Double X?
So Axel, it's your turn.
So no,
Great days.
Huckleberry just turns and looks at the Weasel's head and makes a hungry look at her face.
So, wait, so what minuses does it get from, does it get minuses from dodging?
Yeah, -2 is AC.
Axel completely
So,
ignoring the fact
she's
that...
grappled and bleeding.
Oh, I thought that was heartbroken.
I can't find a good bleeding one. What does
Axel
Axel do?
Axel takes full, what is it? Advantageness, kind of, or whatever, of
Just my
Heckleberry's misfortune and uses a rapid shot.
So I took.
Wow! You want to roll more 20s? Roll your damage again.
Okay. Am I roll? I roll my dam. Can I just soul bolt again, basically?
How much
Yeah.
damage did I take? Zeno, how much damage did I take?
You took 5 and then 3 for a total of 8.
Okay. So
And
Nice
as
to meet you.
it's latched onto you, Axel hits. You're gonna lose more privileges.
What? I just want to see how many can fit. Oh, shoot.
Clearly a lot.
Man, if you had all those, you'd be fucked.
Some of them are
You're-
buffs, though.
You're
Yeah.
you're snailed. You're ninja'd. You're fault lined. And you have a heart of gold.
Ding.
Actually, we'll continue to roll
While
20s.
while the weasel is latched onto Huckleberry, Axel takes full advantage of its body completely covering the gnome, and has no chance of hitting the gnome as he just obliterates the rest of the weasel. Its teeth slowly come out of Huckleberry, and it falls to the ground, a large pile.
I guess that's what
Did it-
24 damage will do to it.
Is it dinner time?
Dinner time? Uh-oh.
Oh my
You're still bleeding.
Say it's not
So
Rustin
we'll
Hickleberry.
you're still
Actually-
bleeding, so it is Sula's turn.
Okay, well, Sula is gonna sigh, sit down on the ledge dangling her feet over the edge, then take her tail in her lap and just sort of play with it
Aw.
while being like,
While
Why won't
Huckleberry
they take it
dies.
out of the cave yet? I don't know that it's dead. No, I'll be waiting here.
Sula just heard,
kicking her legs off the edge as she does so.
Zula heard a and wasn't sure if it was Huckleberry or...
Well, they're all echoing throughout the cave. And it's Dan's turn.
So Zoe is confirmed dead.
It is confirmed dead.
Dan is a
Huckleberry is
doctor.
still bleeding. Is the only reason that I have us still in turns.
Alright, well I'll try to heal check to stop the bleeding.
Heal check.
Checking my heal check 1 sec.
Checking my heal check.
Check, 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 check.
Check. Check.
Heal check!
This isn't even my final form. Grows another tail. Oh my god. It's like Naruto.
Sula does have 2 tails.
Oh, okay.
She's at 3 now?
Dan is able to stop the bleeding. Click.
Did she eat me when I try to stop the bleeding?
Axel will push...
Are
Axel's
we out of
going...
turn order? I guess so.
Axel's going to push past the gnome devouring the weasel body and kind of search the cave.
Dan will try to pull the weasel out of the cave.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I'll transform back into a fox and sort of bound down.
All
A
go.
little bit of help with that, eh?
Does Axel find anything, or does he have to roll a perception check?
As he's searching with the help of Dan's lantern, he finds that the cave goes further back. It's slightly warmer in here than it is out there. There's also, when he goes back far enough, there's no snow on the ground. It seems very lived in for an animal. And besides a few bloodstains, there is nothing else here. There's a few, there's like a deer carcass, but
There's no droppings, right?
no droppings.
Sweet.
But the deer carcass looks like it's been long stripped of all of its meat.
I don't think that we're gonna be that upset.
You
Looks
guys
that
want to help
giant
me get this
weasel.
thing out?
I
Calling it right now, it's a wereweasel.
you have to
should
stab
give
it in the heart.
We should give it a proper burial, guys!
Axel thinks that we should give it a proper burial after we cook some of
Don't
it.
worry, I will bury it.
I will bury its bones.
I will
Like
bury
Barry
it.
says.
I will bury it in 6 to 8 hours.
Axel suggests that since it's such a nice, warm kind of area, that we set up camp here and rest.
I agree.
I want to drag the thing out. If no one's gonna help me, I'll do it myself.
Axel will watch him.
He's so strength or athletics. What do you want?
Just curl up inside.
Zeno.
Well, I won't need a check. It's just going to take you a while to slowly drag it out.
Okay. Alright, okay, I slowly drag it out.
Axel's not going to dig a big enough hole for the weasel.
For that, I'll just. So Huckleberry clings
Yeah.
onto the
Yeah, Huckleberry's still attached.
You'll only dig enough of a hole for half the weasel.
When was the last time we ate?
A
Well,
while,
you-
since you guys haven't really... I mean, you've had some trail rations, which I'm not keeping track of, but the last time you had a real meal was back at the High Sentinel Lodge.
Well, Axel knows that he doesn't really need it, but
On sec-
he suggests that we cut it open and feast upon its flesh before Huckleberry gets all the good parts.
Before Huckleberry cuts it open and he feasts upon its flesh?
Yeah.
I only say I think we should probably eat this before it attracts other animals.
So
Axel doesn't.
Dan wanted to bury it out of goodwill, but now he's hungry enough to change his...
Burying it was the joke because I did that before and this thing is huge.
Axel then notes how
Sula's
how
off to
far
the
Dan
side,
will go
like
for joke.
pawing a hole in the ground, like digging doggy style.
No.
doggy style.
Oh.
I think
Sula curls up in the cave. Axel looks at Sula. Looks back at Dan.
So,
Looks back at
after a good meal for any of those who want to eat the weasel, after a good meal over I'm just going to assume you guys make a fire.
It was great.
You guys get a good rest in a warm location. You think about how long this journey's been. It's only been, to be honest, just a couple of days, but since Axel traveled up the road carrying a frozen dwarf, and everybody came to help him against his will at first, but it seems that you guys have been through a lot together, and you guys gained enough experience to hit level 2.
Yeah!
Finally!
So you guys are going to be getting a full rest. You guys are going to be able to ding, and we will see you next time. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching this short session.
That was pretty short.
We should probably add some filler onto it.
No, and we'll see you next time.
This is a fruit fill.